Imagine waking up one day to find an entire community vanished without a trace. No bodies, no signs of struggle, just gone. This isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie. It's the real-life mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke. In the late 1580s, a group of English settlers embarked on a daring journey across the Atlantic. Their destination, the wild, untamed shores of what would become North Carolina. This wasn't just any settlement attempt. It was England's first shot at establishing a permanent foothold in the New World. Backed by the ambitious Sir Walter Raleigh, these pioneers were ready to carve out a new life in an unknown land. The Roanoke Colony was more than just a group of adventurers. It represented England's dreams of expansion, wealth, and power in the Americas. Sir Walter Raleigh, a favorite of Queen Elizabeth, saw this as his chance to prove his worth and secure England's place in the race for colonial dominance. The settlers, filled with hope and determination, couldn't have imagined the mysterious fate that awaited them. As they set foot on the sandy beaches of Roanoke Island, the colonists must have felt a mix of excitement and trepidation. The dense forests, unfamiliar wildlife, and the looming presence of Native American tribes all added to the sense of adventure and danger. Little did they know that their story would become one of the most enduring mysteries in American history. Fast forward to 1590. John White, the colony's governor, returns from a supply run to England. He had left the settlement 3 years earlier, expecting to find a thriving community upon his return. Instead, what he discovered would baffle historians for centuries to come. As White approached the settlement, an eerie silence greeted him. Where there should have been bustling activity, smoke from cooking fires, and the sounds of daily life, there was nothing. The entire colony, including White's own family, had vanished into thin air. No signs of a battle, no mass graves, no indication of where they might have gone. It was as if the 115 men, women, and children had simply been erased from existence. Imagine the panic and confusion that must have gripped White at that moment. He searched frantically for any clue, any sign of what might have happened to the settlers, and then he found it. The only piece of evidence left behind, carved into a tree. The word CROATOAN. This single word would become the centerpiece of one of America's greatest historical puzzles. What did it mean? Was it a hasty message left by the colonists? A warning? Or perhaps a clue to their whereabouts? The CROATOAN were a Native American tribe living on nearby Hatteras Island. Did this mean the settlers had sought refuge with them? As the years turned into decades, and decades into centuries, theories about the fate of the lost colony multiplied. Some believed the settlers had integrated with the CROATOAN tribe, adopting their way of life, and disappearing into the native population. This theory gained traction due to reports of fair-skinned, blue-eyed individuals among the local tribes in later years. Others speculated that disease, starvation, or hostile tribes might have wiped out the colony. The harsh realities of life in the New World were and it is not hard to imagine a scenario where the settlers succumbed to one or more of these threats. But if so, where were the bodies? Where was the evidence of such a tragedy? Another intriguing theory suggests that the colonists might have attempted a secret relocation or escape. Perhaps they feared an attack or found their location unsuitable and decided to move inland. But if this was the case, why leave such a cryptic message? And why has no evidence of their new settlement ever been found? For those with a taste for the supernatural, the Roanoke mystery has spawned countless tales of otherworldly explanations. Some have suggested alien abductions, time warps, or even a curse that made the entire colony vanish into thin air. While these theories might seem far-fetched, they speak to the enduring power of the mystery and its ability to capture our imaginations. What makes the disappearance of the Roanoke colony so baffling to historians is the complete lack of concrete evidence. Despite numerous archaeological excavations and historical investigations, no definitive proof of the settlers' fate has ever been uncovered. It's as if they truly did vanish without a trace, leaving behind only questions and speculation. This absence of evidence has turned the lost colony into a historical Rorschach test. Each theory says as much about the time and culture that produced it as it does about the actual events of 1590. Fears of the savage wilderness to modern conspiracy theories. The story of Roanoke has been reinterpreted countless times to fit the prevailing narratives of the day. The mystery of Roanoke continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and amateur sleuths alike. It represents more than just a historical puzzle. It's a reminder of the fragility of human endeavors and the vast unknowns that still exist in our world. In an age where we can track a person's movements through their smartphone, the idea that an entire colony could disappear without explanation seems almost impossible. Yet, here we are, over 4 centuries later, still pondering the fate of those 115 souls. Did they find a new home among the CROATOAN? Did they fall victim to the harsh realities of their new world? Or is there some other explanation, lost to time and the unforgiving march of history? As we continue to search for answers, the lost colony of Roanoke remains one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, a story that continues to inspire, intrigue, and baffle us in equal measure. In the end, perhaps it's not the answer that matters most, but the questions that keep us searching, wondering, and imagining what might have been. So the next time you find yourself on the shores of North Carolina, take a moment to look out across the water towards Roanoke Island. In the whisper of the wind and the crash of the waves, you might just hear the echoes of a mystery that has endured for over 400 years. The haunting, unanswered question of what really happened to the lost colony of Roanoke.